What's up? It's your boy. This is part 2 to the video. Your hours are getting shaved. Right? So, the discussion is what happens if they start laying off a lot of people. You know, you got a lot of companies out here cutting back. You feel me? And this is becoming a norm. It's becoming a norm. People are trying to steal other people's hours, right? People are getting, UPS announced they're getting ready to close a whole bunch of spots. Pepsi done, I don't know if they out of business or they shutting down or filed bankruptcy. You had that's a nice coat, sweetie. Okay, so you getting ready to go out. You going out somewhere? Look, you spending all this money to go out to look nice. You need to be investing your money. I told you. See, this is the thing I keep telling these kids. You got to invest because, see, your future, you young people, your future is going to, what's going to determine your lifestyle is what you do with your money right now. If you running around trying to get fresh, you know you already kind of got a little tight, you know what I'm saying? You know, the budget is tight for a lot of people, even you young people. You feel me? Everybody talking about, oh, you know, we need to bring ballers back, and then because the ballers ain't out here balling. You know what I'm saying? You got celebrities going broke. You got big businesses and stuff like that. You know, shutting down and laying off people. You know, people grabbing each other's hours and stealing each other's. You know what I'm saying? You know, the tips, and you know, people taking people tips too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got, oh, that's supposed to be my table. I waited on, so you know, why you go over there and take my tip? You know what I'm saying? So that's things like this is happening. People are really, it's you know, and it's the holiday season too. So you know, you kind of gotta expect that if it was already tight before the holiday season, it's gonna be even more tighter right now during the holiday season. But what happens if they start laying people off? What happens if they, you know, like, okay, holiday season might come and go. You might get through the holidays. But what's going to happen after the holidays? Are they going to announce that we cutting back even more? Like, come on. Like, peak season used to be the time when you was going to get all that extra. Now, it's the time where it's no real extras. And if it looked like it might be a little something, everybody grabbing for it. You feel me? I mean, it's just getting to the point where you got to figure out what you got to figure out is a way around all of that, right? Um, and I say this: find a solid investment and make some, you know what I'm saying, make some investments. Like, find something that is a solid investment and put some money into it. You know what I'm saying? So there's an old saying: when the going gets tough, the tough see opportunity, right? And there's plenty of opportunities out here, like especially in some of these, um, you know, markets and stuff. You know, like there's a lot of investment vehicles that right now you can get very good, you know, very good positions. You know, it's like a good buying. Buying, there's a time to buy because when it takes off, when things turn back around, right? Which they will with the next administration. See, we at the very end of 4 years of having the Biden administration completely just take the wrecking ball and just, you know, demolish the country. The demolition, he's done so much demo, you feel me? They need to do a bunch of infrastructure to rebuild this country. So the next administration, the Trump administration, they're going to do that. I see a lot of things in play already to, completely. So the demo has been done. The damage has been done. So what's happening now is you're seeing all of those foundations and those first building blocks, the very first building blocks, which is like ground floor. That stuff is being put in place. You see, and this is a good time to get in on the ground floor with a lot of investments. But what people are doing is they're kind of taking what money that is out there, and they're treating it like, oh, this is something that we can just, squander or squabble, or, just finesse, rather than making a taking calculated risk, right? Like, it's not a lot of money, but at least um, a portion of it I'm going to invest over here, because no risk, no reward. And of course, if you're going to make any investments, it could be risky to invest your money in anything, because it's no guarantee that that investment is going to pay you a ROI, like no return. You get no return on that investment. But then again, you just might, right? So it's a risk. It's a risk, but you have to make calculated risks. And what I mean by that is saying, okay, well, money's scarce, but you know what? I still have to invest, even though my money is scarce. So I'm gonna take a few, dollars, a fraction of this money, and you know, invest it. And each time I get that money, I take a fraction of that money and I invest it. And I just set on a path of doing that for a period of time, not just it's no old good, there's no get rich overnight. Like there's no, oh, if that happens, you're very lucky, right? And see, I didn't get lucky. I did not get lucky. People can't tell me, oh, you got lucky. I didn't get lucky. I didn't get lucky. I made calculated. You know what I'm saying? I took and made calculated. I took those risks, because everything that you invest in is it's risky, right? There's a risk of not getting a return, but I made calculated risks. So if I was to take a loss, it wasn't like I took a loss of a lump sum. I actually calculated small, fractional, investments over time. So it was not like I really put the whole bag into anything. It was over time. It was the smartest thing I did, because when there was times when there was really no work, or when there was times when I didn't, I say I quit a job and I'm sitting at the house trying to drum up or find something to do to make some money, I had money already invested that I had been investing over a period of time, over years. And that calculated risk that I took, it's paying me back. It's paying me back, right? It's paying me back. And it can do the same, that same approach to the if you take that approach to your finances, with regard to trying to put your money to work for you, right, over a period of time. It's just like a retirement plan. It's just like some kind of a 401k or something, like each month they take a little bit, each month they put it. That's the strategy. You know what I'm saying? It kind of dollar cost average yourself into a position, and once you got a good enough position, right? Um, you should see the benefits after, after a little while of kind of, you know, going down that road. Now, I've talked to several people. Like my son-in-law, I just talked to him. He told me, yeah, he's doing that, and he's doing the exactly what I just said, dollar cost average. He spends so much each week. He has it on auto pay each month or each week or whatever it is. I think he has it, and it just takes out of his paycheck each week and invests for him. And he's like, I'm already up, and I'm like, this is what I've been telling you to do. This is what I. This is how I did what I. This is what I did. You know what I'm saying? I don't even buy. And look, when I need tires for my vehicle, I do not go buy 4 tires, because even if I got the money, guess what? I still don't want to have to give them 700 or 800 or $1,200 for 4 tires. Like, to leave my house and go down the road and come back $1,200 short is like, bro, it's got to be something serious. When it comes down to tires, yes, tires are serious, but guess what? I will buy 1 tire a week, every other week, and in 2 months I'll have 4 tires, and then I got 4 brand new tires. I'll go put them all on at the same time, right? That's how. It's just how you. It's how I spend my money. I spend it wisely, right? And this is what I'm telling some of these younger kids. This is what I do. I tell the kids, be smart with your money, because this is the way out of that hamster wheel. You know, this is the way out of that 9 to 5 mentality. You feel me? This is how you can retire much earlier. See what I'm saying? Oh, you're not retired yet. You know what? I'm still learning. I'm still learning. But I'll tell you what, I'm on track to getting everything back that I wouldn't say I gave up or gave up on. We got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them, right? I've had, a thriving trucking company. My business was making upward to, we were at almost 380 grand a year, right? Before I just pulled the plug on everything. We're on track to get it all back. And it's not through any stroke of luck. It's because when I decided to pull the plug and go take a job, a regular paying job, I wasn't making that kind of money. But what I was doing with the money that I made is the reason that we're back on track to get everything back. We already have the trucks anyway. It's just getting everything back up and running, and registers. There's no mechanical issues, nothing major. Some tires, some headlights, and some couple tickets or fines. But we're on track to get it all back up and running. And then, of course, having gone through what I had to experience, and when I had to, put the brakes on it, better prepared to handle business, like supposed to, like handle money and be more, responsible and reserved with our spending. You know what I'm saying? You got to be reserved with your spending. And that's the thing. It's not how much you make, it's what you do with it. So when I took that job, or I went to work for somebody else, I took that money and I made that money go to work for me. Right? And that's why I'm trying to teach these kids, because the situation at these jobs is getting sticky. Like you can't rely on a paycheck because it might not be one. You might get shut down. You know, um, and what you gonna do then? Like you got to have money to pay your bills. You got to have money if you're gonna invest in things. So if your job ain't holding you down, you might be stuck. You might be stuck. And it's tough to find a job these days. So if you got one, you got to hold on to it, even if it's not paying that much money. But it seems like you know, they're not giving out as many hours, right? Well, it's seasonal for me, so that's understandable. I get it. I get it. Whatever hours, if I get a phone call tomorrow, hey, you work tomorrow, we got some work, I'm going. I'm gonna go get that bag. Um, But for a retail or a restaurant or just a regular, if you guys supposed to be getting 40 hours regular work, and I mean I don't know how these people run the operation. I don't know how much work is out there. I do know one thing. I have some plans just for that alone. Once we get back up and running with my company, I'm not relying on nobody. I'm gonna be my own um, supply. I'm gonna have my own product that I'm gonna be shipping, transporting, packaging, my own goods, bulk. That's what we're looking into when we get back up. When I we'll make ourselves available to move your product, but we got to move ours first, right? So yeah, that's what it is, and I think that in this next, I know that in this next administration, we're going to see a lot more of American companies here in this country are going to start thriving again. Now, right now, it looked like it's going in shambles, but believe me, that's because we're in a paradigm shift. We're in a paradigm shift, and there are people that are going to benefit from it, and they're right now, and it's going to catapult them into a position of power. And there are people who are going to suffer during this paradigm shift because they didn't put themselves in the right position. They didn't, you know, make those investments and those at the right time. And now it's not just there's no time to be, there's only a small window of opportunity. I believe that it's closing, and it's closing rapidly. This next administration is moving fast, so it's going to be lights out for some people, but only for a time. The lights will come back on, and then you're going to have to decide what you're going to do. You you should by then already have a plan, what side you're going to be on, what road you're going to be, course you're going to be taking, and having a strategy to be able to make sure that you're up and running at full speed, right? And then you got to have the funds, of course. But if the funds ain't there, then you probably ain't gonna have a chance unless you can really sell your your ideas. And some people's ideas are worth more money than they think. So it might be a good idea to try to start writing some of that stuff down, but be careful who you show it to, right? So with that, I'm just gonna wrap this up. I ain't gonna hold you too much long. This video's already been a few minutes, going on 20 minutes here. But if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like this video. If leave a comment if you feel like something is of some value to you that you heard, that you feel that you might want to. I'll get back to you, but if you want to leave a comment about it, go right ahead and do so. and hit the notification, turn on your notifications and subscribe so that when next time I put a video out, you guys can get updated on what we got going on. And like I said, man, I appreciate you for the time you spend over here watching my video. And hey, man, when you see me, come on up to me and just give me a hug. Say, hey man, I got nothing but love for you for that video you put. Cause I ain't got nothing but love for you too. So I'll give you a hug if you need one. But if you like what you see in the video, go ahead and put a like and hit the like button. All right, peace out. Y'all have a safe one, and I'll catch you on the next video. And remember, ain't no such thing as you getting lucky, right? It's either gonna happen for you because you have a plan, or you know, you got the sauce, man. It's it. If they're gonna want the sauce if you got it. If you ain't got the sauce, I don't know what to tell you. But all that getting lucky, the luck's out the window these days. You know what I'm saying? You better have something that the people want. Remember that.